Okay, and we're back. This is the greatest market stream you're ever going to see because it's fun, it's educational, and we're talking about everything market headlines. We're talking about everything market insights. We'll do a lot of breakdown with the charts. We'll do some indicators. We'll do some chart trends, fundamental analysis, stuff like that. So here we go. Right now, we're breaking down Oracle because Oracle's in the news right now because they just got upgraded to a buy signal. Yeah, and its position as Google's top challenger with a fresh stack of capital, will be able to live up to its obligations. So here we go. This is Oracle, and I was just explaining about how it just rebounded from oversold, and now the RSI has come back up. Look at this price chart right here, and I was going to show you right here. This is a left shoulder and a right shoulder, and then this is the neckline. So it goes right through like that. Again, this is everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines. We talk about everything from the charts to the markets to anything in the news regarding U.S. companies, and we make it fun. This is an educational channel where we have fun. So that's it. And we're, here I just showed you Head and Shoulders. Here's the other one. Here's the reverse head, left side, right side. That's those two shoulders. So here's a reverse Head and Shoulder, and it breaks the neckline and goes up right there. So good. Those are two good chart patterns for you. Reverse Head and Shoulders right there. Good. And yeah, another one I can show you is this is a small one right here, but nonetheless. Here's the head, left side, right side, and right here you can see it does break the neckline and go up. So here's the neckline basically right there. Anyway, and here's another one I can show you. For example, yeah, here's a right here. Here's one bottom. Here's another bottom. A double bottom. A double bottom will always break out and go up like that. Okay. And let's see. Here's another double bottom right here. Double bottom right there. Breakout and goes up. Here's another double top. So here's a double top. A double top is basically the opposite of a double bottom. Okay, so here double top, it comes down right there. Double top, it'll go down. Double bottom, it'll go up just like that. And yeah. So here, let's go back. Let me show you. Those are some chart patterns. Let me highlight those for you so they're easy to see. Take it here. Double bottom, double top, and here's the bottom and the top right there. So there, that's easy to see for you. And then here, again, a double bottom right here, and then it breaks out and goes up. Right here we have the reverse Head and Shoulders. It breaks out and goes up, and then also right here we have the Head and Shoulders and then the reverse Head and Shoulders. Yeah, and yeah, that's good. So let's see. Let's look here. What's this stock doing? Volume wise, it's at 11 million. Market cap is at 448 billion. Let's go here to earnings quarterly. Yeah, look at these quarters. All three quarters beat earnings expectations except Q1. Q1 missed it annually. 2024, 2023. Oh, 2023 just missed earnings expectations, but 2022 and 2024, all those 2 years beat earnings expectations. Going here to annually the last 3 years, if you go into the statements wise, and the last 3 years, it beat, the total revenue is in the green. Same thing with gross profit, operating income, the last 2 years are all in the green. And then if you look at net income, the last 3 years were also all in the green. So that's Oracle, ladies and gentlemen. Oracle right there. And if you go to here, the forecast. Again, this is mainly just for entertainment. I don't put too much stock in the forecast, but yeah, strong rating. 36 analysts offering a 1-year price forecast have a max estimate of 400 and a minimum estimate of 155. Yeah, so that's that. And hopefully you're understanding and getting some of these price charts. If you're having questions, let me know. Let's go here to Oracle. Let's see. Yeah. Another one we can talk about right here is, for example, we talked about that. The Trump administration, they're investing in these different companies. So these are investments that the Trump administration is growing right now. And they're acting as a strategic investor across a range of industries that it views as vital for national security, mainly in critical minerals and semiconductor companies. But the approach is a bit unprecedented outside of wartime or economic crisis, according to experts. So let's take a look here at some of these companies. Yeah, some of the investments are also chip makers and nuclear reactor companies. But for example, in the future, the current administration might also invest in Lockheed Martin. But let's take a look here. For example, they've invested in U.S. Steel. They secured a golden share in U.S. Steel as a condition for approving Nippon Steel acquisition of the historic manufacturer. The golden share is a governance stake that gives the president veto power over key business decisions. It's not a direct economic stake in U.S. Steel, but the president can veto decisions to close, idle, or sell U.S. steel plants. For example, they also invested in MP Materials. It's a critical minerals company headquartered in Las Vegas that operates the only commercial rare earth mine in the U.S. at Mountain Pass in California. It has a market value of more than 10 billion. Okay, the Defense Department struck a landmark deal with MP in July. So it has a market value of 10 billion. The Pentagon agreed to buy 400 million of the preferred stock, and it is entitled to a warrant allowing it to purchase additional shares. MP said in July that exercising these options would give the Pentagon a 15% stake, positioning it as the company's largest single shareholder. So let's take a look here at MP. Okay, MP. For those of you new to MP, MP engages in the production and marketing of rare earth specialty materials. It operates through the materials and magnetic segments. The materials segment focuses on the operation of Mountain Pass, which produces refined rare earth oxides and related products, as well as rare earth concentrate products. Yes, there we go. So as we look here at MP, let me show you some chart patterns right here. Right here we have a double bottom right here. You see right here a double top. You see as you have a double bottom, then it goes up, the double top, and it goes down. Right here you see the triple top, and also it goes right down. So basically we have a lot of double tops and double bottoms here. Yeah, right here we have a double bottom, and it goes up right here. So yeah, a lot of that right there, double tops, double bottoms. Let's see if I can find something else for you right here. Make this more interesting. 1, 2, 3. Here's a triple bottom, and it goes up, and then a double top, and it goes down. Yeah. And let's see. Right here we have a double double bottom. And then right here, this is a double top. The double top, it comes right down right there. So those are just a couple of chart patterns to get you going. We'll have more to come. Again, this is an educational channel, so we try to teach you more and more about these different chart patterns as we go along. Right here, just to look at this MP Materials right here, 58, 59 right there. Very, very neutral. Remember RSI, we said if it's around 45 to 55, it's very neutral. And that's exactly where the RSI is right now, 56, very, very neutral. And it's right here. Let me put a box around this. Dun, 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 right here. We wonder what it's going to do next right here. But yeah, that's it market corrected and then it's kind of starting to neutralize, but it looks like it could easily climb some more. Let's go down here. Volume wise is at 768,000. Market cap is at 11 billion. If we go here to earnings wise, yeah, the last 3 quarters beat expectations. Even though they're negative, they're not as negative as they were supposed to be. So beats the expectations. Q3, Q2, and Q1. Also annually, 2024 actually equaled its expectations. 2023 also, actually 2022 and 2023 beat expectations. 2024 equal expectations. So that part looks good. If we go here to statements wise annually, the last 2 years for total revenue was not good. It was in the red. What about gross profit? The gross profit the last 2 years was also in the red. Operating income the last 2 years also in the red. And net income last 2 years also in the red. So statement wise, MP Materials is not doing so well. But we go here, let's see. What do the all-knowing analysts say? What do the all-knowing analysts have to say? They give it a strong rating, and 15 analysts offering a 1-year price forecast, max estimate of 94 and minimum estimate of 69. Again, I don't put too much stock into this, but it's there for entertainment. So that's MP Materials, and we're looking at this because MP Materials is one of the companies that the administration is investing in right now. Let's look at, for example, Intel. Intel is another one that they've invested in. So let's take a look here at Intel. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. So Intel, let's go to Intel. Intel. Yeah, Intel Corporation, right here. So Intel. Yeah, pretty sure everyone's familiar with Intel, but if you're not, they engage in design, manufacture, and the sale of computer products and technologies, delivers computer, networking, and data storage. Now, again, we're looking at this because the Commerce Department took a 10% stake in Intel, okay? And that was in August, yeah. And they bought 433 million shares of chip makers' common stock. The funding for the investment came from 5.7 billion of government grants under the CHIPS Act, and 3.2 billion in federal awards under a program to make chips secure. So, yeah, that's why we're looking at Intel right now. So Intel, let's go here at some charts. Right here. So here we are. 56. RSI is at 56. So the RSI is very, very neutral. That's why you see some stabilizing right here. Actually, as you can see from the RSI, this is actually almost consolidating, basically. And you see that here in the price chart. Basically, you kind of have an invisible ceiling right here, and you have an invisible floor right here. It doesn't get past this peak. It doesn't get past this peak. You can also extend that basically over here. right here. Yeah. Yeah. So that's consolidation or continuing, whichever you want to call it. You can see that in the RSI. Let me give you this. Let's see, what else can I give you? A couple of easy ones right here. For example, this is here's a double bottom, and the price trends up. And then right here, yeah, I'll give you some more on the next one. This one is a little bit more. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, let's go here. Intel, what's Intel doing? Volume wise is at 34.3 million. Market cap is at 250 billion. Quarterly wise, let's see. Last Q4 and Q3 were great. They surpassed earnings expectations a lot. Q2, however, missed the expectations. But here, let's go to annually. Annually, 2025 and 2024. In 2023, actually, all 3 years beat earnings expectations. Look at 2024. Even though it was negative, it was less negative than the estimate. So it did beat expectations. So good for Intel the last 3 years on earnings. Statements wise, if we go here to click on the annual button, statements wise, not as good though. Total revenue the last 3 years was in the red, and gross profit last three years, except for 2025, was in the red. 2025 was in the green, but the same thing on operating income. Operating income the last 3 years was all in the red. Only 2025 was in the green. And if we go here to net income, the last 3 years, the only year that it was in the green was 2025. And let's see. Again, let's go here to what else is Mr. T investing in Intel, Lithium Americas. It's a lithium mine. We can check that one out too. I also want to look at this one, Cameco, because this is more of the nuclear one because it's uranium. The Commerce Department signed a deal with Cameco and Brookfield in October to refinance the construction of Westinghouse nuclear plants worth $80 billion. Yeah, $80 billion. Under the new deal, the government is granted a participation interest in Westinghouse and can require an initial public offering on or before January 2029 if the value rises over $30 billion. The government could become an 8% shareholder in Westinghouse under that scenario. But again, so let's take a look here at Cameco. So here's Cameco. For those of you who don't know, Cameco engages in the provision of uranium. It operates through the uranium and fuel services segments. The uranium segment is involved in the exploration for mining, milling, purchase, and the sale of uranium concentrate. Good. So here we go. Cameco. Right now, let's break this down. Dun, dun, dun. The RSI is sitting right here at 55. Very, very neutral. As you see right here, the price chart, it's stabilized here, pretty neutral. Yeah, you see actually right here, the price chart, yeah, is kind of stabilizing. That's what you see right here from the RSI as well. Now let's go into some charts. Let me show you some charts right here. For example, here's your double top, which led to the downward trend. Here's another double top right here, leads to the downward trend. And then here, reverse head, left side, right side, reverse head and shoulders. And here's the neckline, and it breaks out right there. And also, you see, oh, here's another one. Here's the reverse. Let me show you this. The reverse head right here, left side, right side, and then here's the breakout, the neckline, and it goes up, right? Reverse head and shoulders, breakout, it goes up, and here's the head. Here's the double top, and it goes down, as you can see there. Here's again triple bottom, and it trends upward. For example, here, where is it? Yeah, here. What's a better one I could show you? Oh, that's good enough for now. I can show you more charts later. But here, let me highlight those for you. Let's get some highlight rectangles right there, there, and then here. Here's another. So there's the reverse. There's more chart patterns. Good. And so now let's break down this company. What do we got here? Volume is up 717,000. Market cap is at 51 billion. Let's go to the earnings, the fundamentals. Yeah. So quarterly, Q3 actually missed its expectations. So did Q2. Actually, Q2 was the only quarter that actually beat its expectations. Q1 and Q3 missed their expectations. Let's go here to annually. 2024 annually beat expectations. So did 2022. However, 2023 missed its expectations. So 2022 and 2024 beat expectations. 2023 missed it. Okay, but let's go here annually. Right here, total revenue for like the last 3 years was all in the green. Gross profit last 2 years all in the green. Let's see, operating income 2022 and 2024 both in the green. Net income 2023 was in the green, but 2024 was in the red. So that gives you an idea fundamentally how they're doing. Earnings statements wise, that gives you an idea of how healthy or strong this company is. And remember, this is the one that the current administration has invested in, and they are operated through the uranium and fuel services segments. Okay, so that's why we're checking them out. We're checking a lot of the ones out that are being invested in by the administration, because whether you love them or hate them, or whether it's a good idea or a bad idea, it's just kind of important to know. For example, and we can also look here. There's a couple other headlines like if you look here at the business side of it. Yeah. An update for Databricks. They complete $5 billion in funding round, $134 billion valuation. And also Oracle. We just talked about Oracle. Oracle gains 9% as tech tries to bounce back from $1 trillion sell-off. Yeah, we just let me look at that one again, just to give you the update on that one. Oracle right here. Yeah. So here's Oracle. Yeah, it just came back. Like I said, 9%. And here's another one. Let's see. Yeah. So let's go here. Let's go back here. Another one we can look at, for example, is we talked about Cameco right there. Let's talk about U.S. rare earth. Okay. Why are we looking at this? Because this is also another one that the administration, USAR, for example, the current administration has just also invested in this. U.S. Rare Earth Incorporated is a domestic supplier of rare earth magnets and heavy rare earth elements. It is developing a vertically integrated domestic supply chain for rare earth element magnet production, with a facility in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and mining rights to the round top heavy rare earths. Yeah, so that's that. Um, yeah, let me give you a couple of chart patterns here. I want to show you this, the RSI right now, very neutral. It's sitting here at, there it is, 54. Very neutral. You see it in the price chart here, a very neutral price chart. Here we are, right there. And let's see. Here's your triple top right here. And you can see the price chart goes down after that. Also, I can show, let's see. Here's the head. Here's the left shoulder. Here's the right shoulder. And yeah, here's your neckline right there. And then it breaks out right there. Yeah, so that's, let me highlight that for you here. There you go. Boom, just like that. And then here, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Here's another double top, and you see it go down right there. And then also, let me give you another chart pattern just because I feel like I need to. Well, anyway, we'll get you some more on the next one. Okay. So there's your double top going down. Here's the head and shoulders. Yeah. And remember what I said? The RSI can go way above 70 before the market corrects. Here it is at 82, 83. And yeah. Here's another RSI just to show you. RSI can go up to 83, 84. Now, let's go US rare earths. What's the volume like? 3.28 million. Market cap is at 4.99 billion, I should say that. 4.99. Let's see. Let's go to the earnings. Again, you look at earnings because I can tell you a little bit about the health of the company. How strong is it? How healthy? What's the vitality? Are they getting any money? Well, quarterly, Q3 was not good. Q2 was better than expected. Even though it's negative, it's not as negative as it was expected to be. Q1 was much better than expected. But let's go here to annually. Annually, 2024. Yeah. So here, let's go to statements. Annually, let's see. Okay, never mind. Let's go back here. US Rare Earth, Cameco. Vulcan Elements is another one that they're investing in. It's a private startup in North Carolina. Xlight is a private company headquartered in Palo Alto, California. L3 Harris is a defense company with more than 65 billion in market cap. It announced a proposed partnership with the U.S. government in December, in which the Pentagon would invest $1 billion in its rocket motor business, whose motors are used in missile systems. Under the terms of investment, L3 Harris would launch an initial public offering of its missile business in the second half of 2022. So let's look at L3 Harris. L3 Harris right there. Here we go. So again, for those unfamiliar with L3 Harris, engages in the provision of defense and commercial technologies across the air, land, and sea. Okay, and yeah, no surprise that the current administration is trying to get involved with that. If you look here, right here, 56 right there, very, very neutral RSI. You can see it in the price chart, very, very neutral. Actually, let me highlight that because that is a bit of a consolidation right there. Yeah, you can see here, the invisible floor, the invisible ceiling right there. And right here, the RSI reflects that with a very, very neutral area. Right here. Yeah. And let's see if I can get you some more price charts. Yeah, here's a good one. This is an example of a Here's a head, a left shoulder, and a right shoulder. And here is the bang, the neckline. So it does break the neckline and go down. Boom. So there, here, let me highlight that. It's a Head and Shoulders, a good Head and Shoulders, a good one to show you because it does break the neckline and go down. That's a good chart pattern for you. And then over here, here's a good double top right there, easy to see. Yeah, and here, good double bottom, boom, it goes up. Yeah, very good. All right, now let's go over here to let's see, volume wise, it's at 93,000, market cap's at 65 billion. Earnings wise, Q4, Q3, Q2 were all above expectations. Earnings wise, annually, the last 3 years all beat expectations. So that looks healthy as far as earnings goes. Statements wise, annually, the last 3 years were great for total revenue. Last 2 years were good for gross profit. Operating income was good for gross profit the last 2 years. Also, net income was good the last 3 years. So that's bearing in mind. Okay. Having said that, I want to thank all of you for joining in the live stream. Hope it was interesting. If you liked it, feel free to leave a comment or something like that. Smiley face, and see you next time.